What up? This is DJ Kibble, and today I will be partially reacting to my best friend's album. It's called Yearboy The Experience, by my best friend. Um, he used to be called Ben Emoji, but then one time we were trying to make a band, and so it's kind of inspired by 21 Pilots, sort of. So what I did was like we had like numbers, and I was like, hey, you should change your name to Yearboy instead of Banana Emoji. And he was like, sure. And that obviously failed, and he decided to keep it. I will even like a couple like weeks ago, or like a month ago or something, I was like, hey, you can change it back. No, we're not gonna be doing that. And then he just kept it. And so he made this album, and he's gonna be reacting to my new album that I put on BandLab not too long ago. But yeah, we're gonna start off with I'm gonna just walk through the whole thing because I've listened to it already, but I kind of forgot. So yeah. Anyways, let's just begin.
I once was the baddest, and then I fell in love with a Christian. I'm good at being bad.
Okay, and I'm not the best at genres, but I'm assuming this genre, I just want to say this real quick, I'm pretty sure this genre is like, yeah, somewhere between rock and country. I don't know. It's probably a mix. I do not know. It was made by him using Suno, because like that's like it's kind of a theme where it's like him versus AI and stuff, as you can see up here. Overcome your self-desires, Satan, AI, and of course your question, because okay, the awesome movie tough, but it's here the real world you must. Okay, released recently, quite recently actually. Mine released like 5 days later. I think it was the 3rd. It was like 5 days ago, and then I don't know. I don't really know. Anyways, back to listening to this.
But not good at commitment. But I fell in love with a Christian, and now I'm screwing with the tapes. I'm losing my way. I think I found my place, and now I'm screwing with the tapes. I'm losing my way. I think I found my place. I thought I was the coolest, till I met a heart so pure. I was living for the thrill, but now
I would just like to criticize right now, even Christians aren't necessarily pure. We're only made pure because of Jesus. I'm not sure if bro it meant for me to take it this way, but it kind of I just don't really like that wording, cuz we're still sinners. We're not pure. Even Christians, we aren't pure. We're still sinners. We mess up. Heck, I mess up all the time. God still forgives me. He makes us pure in his eyes, but we're just not pure by our own will. I'm not sure if he meant it that to be that way, but that's kind of the way I've been taking it while listening to this song. But this song is a pretty good song. Also, I called him up earlier today, and he told me that like this was inspired by the Screwtape Letters by C.S. Lewis. I haven't read that book of C.S. Lewis's, but I have a couple of his books. I've read the Chronicle of Narnia. I've actually summer reading this last year. I read Till We Have Faces. That was a pretty good book. Pretty cool. And then I have the Space Trilogy, which I've read like 10 pages of and then never picked it up again. I should probably do that. I need to get off all my music and all my games and all my YouTube and just read a good book, probably. But yeah, that's just a little fun fact.
Now I'm not so sure, 'cause I fell for a heart so pure. And now I'm screwing with the tapes, I'm losing my way. I think I found my place. And now I'm screwing with the tapes, I'm losing my way. I think I found my place. I once was the baddest, and then I fell in love with a Christian. I'm good at being bad, but not good at commitment. But I fell in love with a Christian. I was living for the thrill, but now I'm not so sure, 'cause I fell for a heart so pure. And now I'm screwing with the tapes, I'm losing my way. I think I found my place. And now I'm screwing with the tapes, I'm losing my way. I think I found my place. I'm losing my way. I think I found my place. I keep screwing with the tapes.
He told me to rank the songs by how much I liked them. I put this one at like, what was it, like 5th or something. And out of 8, because there's 8 songs and then there's 4 like little lore thingies. So this was like 5 out of 8. I think I'm gonna move that up by a lot, because that was actually, honestly, I really like this song, honestly. It's upbeat, pretty cool. But while there is some criticisms that I have about it and its potential moral context, honestly, 8 out of 10. Alright, next song.
Walking down the street under a gray sky, got a storm brewing, tears welling up in my eyes. The rain starts falling, it's washing away my pain. I'm drowning in sorrow, can't escape the pouring rain.
sounds like a mix of rock and because Suna tends to mishmash elements. It sounds like anthemic rock. I don't know what I just said. I'm right. Anthemic, and I can only say anthemic apparently. Anthem, like crowd rock, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I guess like that type of rock, like kind of like "We Will Rock You." I only know that song because I've heard it before, and it's pretty popular, I guess, or it was at a point. Anyways, let's continue with this song.
I hear the thunder roll, it echoes in my soul. The lightning strikes, it's like a rock and roll. Every drop that falls is a beat in my chest. This torrential downpour, it won't let me rest.
Okay, now I'm wondering, is the metaphor in this song, I'm wondering if this isn't like a 21 Pilots level of hidden meaning, because I'm the guy who can find Christian meaning in just about any 21 Pilots song. We don't talk about Scaled and Icy, by the way. Trust me, I checked all the lyrics. I could not pull out a single Christian hidden meaning, but most of their other songs I can do a pretty good Christian meaning for those songs. I'm wondering if the metaphor here is like God, like God's judgment is like I wonder if he's not comparing it to a storm of some kind or like some natural disaster or something. Like most likely a storm or a hurricane, something that has to do with a lot of rain, I guess. Because it talked about thunder and lightning, but then the song says, not letting me rest, and I was like, So like I'm wondering if this is also like redemption kind of, or like repentance kind of song, I guess. All right, let's continue listening to it.
Won't you wash it all away? Rain, just make it pour, make it stay, let it soak me to the bone until I feel no more. Rain, I need your cleansing
All right.
I heard you're doing great. Things got rough and you got yourself out. Said you found a place in a little house on the outskirts of town. Your friends are proud of you, and they should be too. But it could have been me.
Okay, right off the bat, the first three songs being rock of some kind. I'm pretty sure Buddy likes rock. I mean, I know he likes metal and stuff, but I think he likes rock too. I can't blame him. I like rock too, kind of. Alright, let's continue with this song, because yeah.
Yeah, it could have been me. And if you want to know how I would write it in a screenplay, if I could just imagine things and do it on my own way, the two of us would stay the same, and everything would go my walk in the park and talk about our future plans. She told me you don't know what you have till you lose it. Now I understand. I guess that was your plan. And if you wanna know how I would write it in a screenplay, if I could just imagine things and do it all my own way, the two of us would stay the same, and everything would go my way. And if you wanna know how I would write it in a screenplay, if I could just imagine things and do it all my own way, the two of us would stay the same, and everything would go my way. Now I understand. I guess that was your plan.
Oh my gosh. Oh. I apologize for that. I shouldn't I shouldn't have cried midstream. I'm sorry. It's just that was very emotional and relatable for an AI generated song that my best friend made. Um ugh. That was just, it made me think, honestly. It made me think about some thoughts that I probably wouldn't think about nowadays. Anyways, let's just continue with the next song.
AI is the future. The quicker you accept it, the easier this experience will be. So, accept it. Accept it. I also, I do hope you haven't fed the machine at all. Any prompts, so if you did, we might have a situation. Signing off.
I still can't understand that voice. Oh, metal. Okay, so he said that this is the most the most lore relevant song in this album. So we're just gonna listen to it, and if I have any criticizing thingies to make, then I guess I'll make them. So yeah.
This is a world of crimson skies, where ashes fly, where gods all die, and titans emerge and fight. Famine is coming if it's unwanted. The liars thriving.
Okay, so this all is sounding like a world where sin has totally ruined this world, because it talks about liars being like rampant and titans like emerging and stuff, and I was like, sounds like a lot of bad stuff going on in there.
Born of defiance, loud and untamed, in leather and spite, rebellion is named. One wields chaos, the other will steal. Together they echo what's real, what's real.
Okay, so I guess some kind of rebellion is happening in this world or something, because that's what the lyrics said, and I'm just going off based what I hear in the lyrics.
This crimson sky, flames rise, where the truth dies. Crimson stain, blood on the mats, venomous like bats who fly over. Crimson skies.
Okay, I'm not sure whether he planned for me to interpret this stuff like this, but it sounds like there's a lot of death or something happening, because crimson is the color of blood, and if the skies are bloody, then that must mean that, like there's like a kind of like a metaphor for like how much evil's going on in this place or this world or whatever it is at this point, because he hasn't told me a lot of lore, so I'm having to fend for myself out here using what I know from 21 Pilots stuff and my own knowledge of lore in general, not just his lore, but my knowledge of interpretation and stuff, to try to interpret his album for you and him, because he's been bugging me about it for like a little while. So yeah, alright.
This is a world where dead survive. The stream is lame. Is there hope in waiting for him? The one who died for our sins. Or are we too far gone? Faced by bullets and not by the dying sisters. While the dead dies.
Okay, that was a very explicit Christian reference. Are we? What did it say? I don't really remember what it said, but I was like, hold up.
Survive. The stream is lame. Is there hope in waiting for him?
Okay, is there hope in waiting for him?
The one who died for our sins.
The one who died for our sins. So let's talk about Jesus. Is there hope in waiting for him? So this is probably talking about the second coming of Christ. Which legitimately, honestly, it could happen like right now, but nobody knows. So I guess this is like questioning if he's coming back or when he's coming back, because he's gonna come back at some point, but we just don't know when. So yeah, that's my take on that line. I mean, that's probably the only take there really is on that line, because there's no other historical figure who's coming back and who's died for our sins. So even in a non-Christian context, still. Anyways, alright, back to listening to this.
Or are we too far gone? Faced by bullets and not by the dying sisters. While the dead dies. From chaos we rose, from order we tore. One mind seeks reason, one strength keeps score. One heart turns in and one soul takes flight. A hero that rises to new a new heart. We fell from stars, but not apart. What binds our bones, what splits our heart.
Okay, we fell from stars but not apart. That could be a reference to Satan falling from heaven after, or like getting kicked out of heaven, or falling, I guess, after rebelling against God back in Genesis. That could be a reference to that, potentially. I don't know. Because my friend and I are both Christians, by the way, so we like putting Christian stuff in our music. So, yeah. I'm sorry if you're not Christian, but like, there's nothing I can do about it. So, I'm not really sorry, because it's what I believe. And, yeah. Alright. Plus, my YouTube description literally says Christian at the bottom. So if you haven't read that already, then, read it, please. And thank you. Alright, back to listening to this.
These crimson skies, flames arise, where the truth dies.
Where the truth dies, that's a reference to lying. Flames arise, so something's burning in this world. Maybe that's why maybe it's not because people are dying or getting killed. Maybe it's 'cause of fire or something. I don't know. At this point, I'm just... Alright, enough of my talking. Okay, reference to hell. They pulled me down to hell under roads they paved. Okay, so in a grave, under a road, being pulled to hell. Metaphor for death, probably. At this point, I'm just talking for the sake of talking. I don't know why I keep going like, ooh, because this is supposedly the most lore-filled or lore-relevant song in the album. I'm like, ooh, maybe this, or ooh, maybe that, which is good, I guess, because, I don't know the lore, because Buddy hasn't told me the lore, so, yeah.
Help me out of this hole I'm in, the hole filled with my sin. Satan put me here for a reason, but what did I do wrong?
Okay, hole filled with my sin. Satan put me here for a reason, but what did I do wrong? So, temptation. I'm going to say that's a metaphor for temptation and or being stuck in sin, both of which I've dealt with in my life. I mean, obviously, everyone deals with temptation, but, being stuck in sin and trying to get out, it ain't easy. At all. It takes a lot of effort, and you can't even do it on your own. Even if you try super duper hard, you just can't, honestly, because that's why I guess that's why Jesus came, is to help us with sin. Actually, no, he didn't not just help us with sin. He came to kill sin once and for all, and he will when he comes back. I'm going on long theological tangents here, I've realized. I'm gonna try to be quiet for the remainder of this song at the very least. You're lucky this isn't a human being, otherwise he would have busted his vocal cords. 5 times by now, I bet. From this song alone, need I state.
Signs arise where the truth dies.
Okay, I would say in terms of 6 out of 10. The only reason I say 6 out of 10 is because I've heard it way too many times. Because it's actually, he put it in this album. He put it in this album, but it wasn't originally part of this album. But he put it in this album because I don't know why. Anyways,
How did I get in this mess? And what did I do to deserve this stress? When's it gonna end? I wish I could just go back and do it all again. When did everything get so bad, so bad?
Why do I keep going back to the past?
It feels like
I'm fighting for my life.
it feels like
Nothing's going right.
When will I be fine? It feels like I'm fighting for my life, fighting for my life, and it feels like nothing's going right. Oh, when will I be fine? It feels like I'm fighting for my life.
I just wanna move on. I wanna run away and get away from everyone.
But I'm so stuck, I try to keep going, but the world keeps pulling, letting me down. And I feel like I'm gonna drown.
Why do I keep going back to the past? It feels like I'm fighting for my life. It feels like nothing's going right. Whoa, when will I be fine? It feels like I'm fighting for my life, and it feels like nothing's going right. Whoa, when will I be fine? It feels like I'm fighting for my life. Whoa, feels like I'm fighting for my life.
dude. Okay, that is easily a 9 out of 10. Screenplay, you know what? Screenplay and Fighting for My Life, 10 out of 10. Very emotional, very relatable, very just... They just hit hard. So yeah, those are my new rankings for both of those songs.
You seriously thought I would just let you get away? No. You're too pure. So, if you can pull this off, I will officially call you the Yearboy.
Introducing DJ Kid.
Yo, okay, yo. Here we go. Okay, so a little bit of backstory about this. This is actually... Okay, remember that band that me and him tried to make? This was the first song for the first album that we would have made in this band. So me and him both wrote this. He actually asked me. And the 11th song, too. down here. Although this version is his version, it's not the OG version. I wrote the lyrics for this one. You'll be hearing me singing in this, by the way. So, yeah. Also, I made the beat for this. I also made the beat for this one. I also made the beat for the OG version of this one. But also, he asked me to help with the beat for this one as well. So I did.
I would like to be a normal guy, but by the time I learned to fly, I felt like it was all for nothing. Wished that I was worth some. I envisioned a perfect world, but it's not my decision. Now it's your plan to be enthroned. I give up my own vision. Feel like I'm split in half to two sides. One good with bad. Do I know how to mess up? I never got my back here, so please teach me to be careful with these earth or hard to live. Welcome to many others, and I need to fix them.
Okay, I would like to say I've gotten way better at rapping since then. Because that was very fast, but also very incoherent. Well, somewhat incoherent. I can understand the lyrics because I wrote them, but that's not the most audible of raps I've done. Yeah, anyways.
But how did I feel in many ways? But why do I feel in many ways? I would like to know why I recently felt the need to cry. I wish I had the answer, but maybe it's other time. So I'm giving it up to you, cause I don't know what else to do. Memories constantly replay, wish some of them went away, but maybe that will be the case if I really called it your name. Show me ways, learn stage, fully trusted in your day. You will provide for me and give me a better life. But why do I live in many ways? Why do I feel in many ways?
Okay, that's the end of that song. Here we go. It's third to last, technically second to last, but you know. Okay, I actually got to take care of something real quick, so I will be back soon. Okay, I'm back. I've never heard this song, so I don't know what the lyrics are at all. But
Maybe I left here a long time ago and neither of us knew it. Would you say I've lost the plot, or would you say I blew it? Thought I found a way back home, now I'm looking through it. After all this time spent gone, think I just outgrew it.
the auto-tune is so obvious. I mean, he's not the best of musicians, but he's not the worst either. I mean, I've taught him. I've tried to teach him. I'm gonna have a word with him. I'm probably gonna have multiple words with him, actually.
Were we supposed to waste away? Empty out my bedroom, throw all that stuff away. All I'm taking with me now is a blank slate. 'Cause these days are just too short to live a whole life through. In this landlocked heart with you. Maybe I left here a long time ago, and maybe we both knew it. Maybe this could have been heaven, the weeds just grew right through it. So what is left of paradise out beyond its edges? Empty lights, sunset skies over the empty hedges. Are we supposed to waste away? Empty out my bedroom, throw all that stuff away. All I'm taking with me now is a blank slate. 'Cause these days are just too short to live a whole life through. In this landlocked heart with you. Empty out my bedroom, throw all that stuff away. All I'm taking with me now is blank slate. 'Cause these days are just too short to live a whole life through. In this landlocked heart with you.
Ouch, I'm biased. Also, I used a very similar guitar for this song in my album, which he's reacting to. Ironic, isn't it?
I would like to put a knife to my mind and stab it several times until the lies and gunk flow out from the inside. Must I be tortured? I can't take it. From the attic to the basement, the false echoes of the past somehow find a way to last.
This so much reminds me of his early days of singing and our super old collabs. Although I made the beat for this, and he told me he wanted rock plus electronic. He told me he wanted rock, so I did rock. Then I asked him if I could put electronic. He said sure. So and I had to work around his vocal lines that he already recorded. Because I guess he doesn't know that you're supposed to you're supposed to do the instrumental first and then record your voice lines after the instrumental is done. Obviously. Well, that's how I do it. I don't know if anyone else does it differently, but yeah. Anyways.
Now I'm killing this mind, killing this lie, finally attempting to proclaim what's mine. No need to panic, dust off the attic, take this lie and throw it out the door. Now I'm killing this mind, killing this lie, finally attempting to claim what's mine. No need to panic, dust off the attic, and tell myself I don't need it anymore. now. My body's a house, the door's my mouth. I keep it locked often. When I get mad, I slam it open. My mind is the attic, full of dust and static, but also full of stories I made, full of memories. My feet are the basement at the very bottom, where I stand my ground even in the problems. And my eyes are windows, the rain comes from, yeah, but once he takes over, the rain turns red. Now I'm killing this mind, killing this lie, finally attempting to reclaim what's mine. No need to panic, dust off the attic, take this lie and throw it out the door. Now I'm killing this mind, killing this lie, finally attempting to reclaim what's mine. No need to panic, dust off the attic, tell myself I don't need it anymore.
Oh, but you do, you see, I am the conscience, and I have created this experience for you. Now sit back and enjoy your demise.
Now I'm killing this mind, killing this lie, finally attempting to reclaim what's mine. No need to panic, dust off the attic, take this lie and throw it out the door. Killing this mind, killing this lie, finally attempting to reclaim what's mine. No need to panic, dust off the attic, tell myself I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore.
Oh yeah, that's like the end of that song, so we got the last song, quote unquote, in the album.
What have you done? What have you done? What have you done to me? Yearboy.
It's over, it's over, it's over, it's over,
I shall not die. I cannot die without you dying. I am eternal, just like you are eternal.
Whew. Well, that's the whole album. Also, okay, 7 out of 10, 4 out of 10, and 5 out of 10. Alright, that is it for me.